right. You know that royalty-free funk means it must be Saturday. And that's right. It's time for Live from Zoom USA. Come on down. You're already here. The game show that takes place in my house, into your house, safely and quarantined. And yet we're all playing for grand prizes together. Thanks so much for being here. All right, and today we have quite a show for you. I am so excited for you all to be here and to see what we have planned. We have two incredible comedian guests. So let's get started with that first of all. Please welcome, he's a returning champion on the show. Everyone loves him. He is a stand-up comedian who you've seen on Comedy Central, Conan, Fallon, everywhere that you can see stand-up comedy pretty much. This guy has been there. He's hilarious. He's wonderful. Mike Kaplan, come on down. You're already here.
And I've started my video and I'm unmuted.
Hello. Broadcasting live from space. Once again, you are our outer space correspondent.
Oh yeah, it's going pretty good up here. Nobody else around, so
very easy to social distance up there.
Yeah, healthy, super healthy environment. Just the only thing I need is air. That's the only downside to being up here. But
and yet you're doing great so far. Let's meet our other celebrity contestant today. She is a comedian. She is a podcast host of the fantastic Bechdel cast. Please welcome Caitlin Durante. Come on down. You're already here. Hello. Hi, how are you, Caitlin?
I'm so good. How are you, Chris?
I'm great. I noticed that you have chosen your Zoom name to be Caitlin.
Whoa, what? How did that happen? Did you do that?
I believe that is not correctly spelled, your own name.
Oh my gosh, how have I never noticed that before?
I love it because I do, even though we are friends, I do often when I have you on a show, I always say, is it Durante or Durante? And then this time you logged in and I was like, maybe it's been Caitlin the whole time.
It's like a Berenstain Bears situation.
Exactly. We've crossed streams now. This is the other universe.
Wow. Well, whoopsies.
Well, thank you so much for being here. You're fantastic. And we're going to have a great time on the show. If it's your first time watching, here's how this works. We have our two comedians. They are going to be playing some rounds with audience members who I'm going to pull up. We're also going to see some audience talents during the show. We're going to interact a lot in the chat. So if you're watching live on YouTube, that's great. If you're watching in Zoom, you can actually be part of the show. Either way, thanks so much for being here. And I can't believe we've done this so many weeks in a row, but I love that we now have people who come back. Sheena from Canada, our Canadian viewer, you come back every time. I love it. Melissa's Craft Corner, you know, it's a user-generated segment that has become a cornerstone of the show. Wouldn't be the show without it. So we're going to get to that later on. And so let's start though with our first segment, which is actually a non-competitive segment. It is just called Impressive Accomplishments. So this is where in the chat or between all three of us, we're going to share something that felt like an accomplishment this week. So I'll start. After certainly 5+ attempts, I managed to buy the lumber and the nails and the screws to construct a small raised garden bed. It took me so long and was extremely frustrating, but now being done with a small garden bed, I feel so happy to put a cucumber plant in that. I'm very excited about it. What about the two of you? Mike, Caitlin, what have you accomplished this week that you feel like was an accomplishment? Big, small, medium, anything?
I have something. Caitlin, do you mind if I go next?
Please.
First, also, Caitlin, I'm so sorry that I just want to wish you a very late birthday from last year. I understand that it was almost as long ago as possible. Caitlin's birthday is tomorrow. So that's my fun way of saying, look, I know my friend because Facebook told me. It's there are robot overlords and they fix elections, but they also fix our lives and help us know our friends and when they were born. And isn't that a fair trade?
What a balance. What a terrific balance.
So I sincerely had a positive experience this week that I think I mean either everyone can learn from or I've already caught up. I don't know if I'm like I've discovered something amazing that 2 nights ago I was getting into bed and I was like, I'm so overwhelmed and sad. And that's obviously not that can happen in these days for many reasons. And my girlfriend asked me, what is happening in your experience that you think is causing this? And I was like, we were going to watch a movie, but also maybe a phone call was going to come in. And also I wanted to go to sleep to go wake up to go to the grocery store. And she's like, these all sound not exactly like overwhelming things altogether. And she's like, have you eaten? I was like, I ate. She's like, have you drunk water? I was like, we've found the culprit. I had not drunk as much water as I usually do. And it really, I drank some then and there. And it may, I don't know, like we're like plants, animals. We're like living things that require water. And then we watched the movie Idiocracy the next night, last night. And the whole point of that movie is the people in the future are so dumb, they don't know that plants need water to survive. And here I am watching, like, look at those idiots. They don't know that living creatures growing need water. And one day after, I was like, why am I so sad? So sincerely, like I've shared this with people, and it's like it's a thing we know, but knowing to drink water isn't equal to drinking water. And a final point, a buddy of mine was like, yeah, every couple of years I go to the doctor for symptoms, and the doctor diagnoses me with dehydration, and then I drink water for a while, and then several years later forget, and now it's now. So I offer, if you're like, yeah, water, I'm sad, but there's reasons, like water can help.
Okay, Mike, with one of the strongest endorsements of drinking water that I've heard in a long time. And you know what? I am on board. Water, if you're out there and you want to sponsor the show, we are open for business. Caitlin, what counts as an accomplishment? It can be as massive as drinking water. It could be as small as.
I just want to say that was a ringing endorsement. I mean, the Got Milk campaign from what, 25 years ago? Forget about it. Got Water, more like it.
Exactly.
Anyway, a huge accomplishment for me, which I did just last night. I started the show Riverdale. Hadn't seen it before, hadn't sunk my teeth in, but I was like, it's 3:30 a.m. I'm not asleep yet. Better do something with my time. And I decided to watch Riverdale. So I'm pretty happy with that. And I finished the pilot. So I feel pretty good about that.
I haven't watched, but I've heard people love it.
Yeah.
Ooh, and now you can tell people you finished a pilot.
Oh, great. There you go. Okay, well, I think that we've got some incredible accomplishments in the chat as well. Sarah made strawberry rhubarb jam and naan. I'm impressed. Also Sheena is letting us know that Riverdale is filmed in Canada. Incredible, fun fact there. Okay, well, let's get into our first competitive round. So this first round is going to be with Mike. So Caitlin, we're going to see you in a little bit. I'm going to drop you out for a second. And here's how this round works. I'm going to pull someone in from the chat, and then Mike and they are going to work together. They have 3 rounds where they're going to draw something that is forbidden in quarantine. And then Mike is going to try and guess what it is that you're drawing. 3 possible points because there'll be 3 possible prompts. So let's start with, you know what? Sarah, you had such an impressive accomplishment. Would you be willing to play a round? Let's ask Sarah. Sarah, would you be willing to play a round?
Sure.
All right, I'm going to pop you back in. It's going to take you for 1 second. You're going to get promoted to panelist is what it's going to say is doing here. So let's do that. Okay, here we go. And she's popping back in. Sarah, come on down. You are hypothetically already here. Yes, you are indeed. Hey.
Hello.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Yeah.
How are you? Where are you?
I am on my porch. If I knew I was going to be on the show, I would have picked something with something interesting behind me. But
I think this is very interesting. The outdoors is one of the most interesting possible places in this day and age for me.
Ooh, is it the answer? The forbidden outdoors.
Yes, that could be. And where are you in the world, Sarah?
Greensboro, North Carolina.
Nice. Okay, seems like a nice day there, huh?
It's a little warm, but we'll take it.
Great. Okay. Well, are you ready to play this round?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's how this is going to work. I'm going to share this whiteboard, and I'm going to give you control so you're able to draw. And Mike, if you could turn around so you can't see this, that would be great. Go back into space. Okay, Sarah, the first thing that you're going to draw, don't start drawing yet, but the first thing you're going to draw is this is forbidden now. I wouldn't say it was exactly allowed before, but it's definitely forbidden now. Okay,
Okay.
you understand?
Yep.
Okay, great. So I'm going to make it so you can draw. Hold on one second. So here, you should now have control and be able to draw. So try moving your mouse and then clicking.
No.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
great. Okay, Mike, turn back around. And Sarah, you know what you're going to draw. Let's take it away. Go for it.
It's an eye. It's a mask. It's somebody hugging a person they're not supposed to. It's very abstract. It's okay. Oh, it's some sort of dials. It looks like, or Pac-Man. Are those okay? Those are people. It's going closer than 6 feet to a person. It's a person.
45 seconds.
How many?
45.
Oh, okay, great. Somebody's looking. Oh, it's sneezing on other people.
There you go. Wow, you got it.
Yeah.
Incredible drawing. Fantastic drawing right there. Really, really impressive. Sarah, you nailed that first one. Okay, so far 1 for 1. Let's see how you do on this next one. Mike, turn around.
Okay.
Let's just admire that for 1 second again, though. Wow, look at that, sneezing on someone. That person
Really solid.
very enormous head to body ratio and just sneezing all over them. Okay, this next one, what you're going to draw is you're going to draw.
Oh.
Okay. All right, definitely not allowed. So here we go. I'm going to give you power in 1 second to draw. Let's see. Let's get you that ability. Okay, and there you go. Yep, Sarah, you should have the ability to draw now if you move it around in a second. Yeah. Okay, Mike, you can turn back around.
All right. Is
And
it
your time
murder?
starts now.
Okay. It's probably not murder. Okay. It's a house. It's a house with a chimney. It's a castle. It's a house with it's a castle with 2 chimneys. It's an alien creature. You're not allowed to be an alien creature. You can't leave your house. You can leave your house. There's 3 plants. Is it a plant? Is it a crying?
Ooh.
Okay. Doing okay. Those are
45 seconds.
Oh, it's a gathering of more than some number of people. A large
Okay, that's right.
gathering
That is definitely a party, but what kind of party? Specifically, what is that party taking place inside of?
Oh, looks like a coffee mug or a teacup. A tea party can't be a part of the tea party.
In many ways, it is similar to a tea party, but what would it be if 3 people were inside of a large mug of tea?
If 3 people were inside of a large mug of tea,
That same temperature of water, perhaps.
people can't get into a jacuzzi.
That's right, a jacuzzi party. We'll count it. We'll count it. You know, it was
A pool party.
That was a stretch, but
Yes.
we're going to say hot tub party counts. Hot tub
Okay.
party, jacuzzi party, we'll say those are the same.
Thank you.
I did lead you a little bit. 2 out of 2 so far, though. That's impressive.
Oh, great.
Okay, Mike, turn around. Last one. And I'm not going to handhold on this one because you've done such a good job. So I'm going to, this one, last one is. Okay. You're shaking your head, but you know at least what you're doing. Okay, and let me give you the power to draw again. Sarah, you should be good to go. Okay. Mike, you can turn back around.
All right. You know, I just went on our friend Josh Gondelman's game show podcast where you always win because you're the only contestant. And on this game show, it's like that, except you always win because the host helps you. So that's a person lying down, it looks like, perhaps, with somebody else lying on them. You can't lie on each other in public. You can't lie on a stranger. You can't go surfing together with 2 people on a surfboard.
It's true, you can't go surfing. That's not what we're looking for, but I do think tandem surfing is forbidden.
Yes, is it
Oh,
a
I see
boat?
what she's doing. I think this is going to help.
Is it I don't know if it's a boat or a house. A person, like, you're not allowed, is this one murder? You're not allowed to murder a person. You're not allowed to dirty dancing. You're not allowed to do a tango. You're not some sort of salsa dancing. Perhaps it's not dancing at
30
all.
seconds.
Oh boy. Okay. There's what seems to be droplets coming from over there. This is certainly there's people for sure. And then, oh, that's another person up there. And no performances, no comedy shows, no winning this game show, no, let's see. Okay.
10,
No mosh
9.
pits, no wrestling, no pro
Wrestling! Wow! 5 seconds to go and you nailed it.
Wow.
Wrestling is correct. That's what we were looking for. Mike, congratulations,
Oh,
Sarah. Right
thank
in the
you.
nick of
Wow.
time.
Whew.
3 out of 3. I'm very impressed. Great work, Sarah. Congratulations.
Thanks. Thanks, Mike.
Thank
Appreciate it.
you. Couldn't have
All
done it
right.
without
Well,
you.
we'll see both of you later in the final round for sure. So see you in just a moment. Okay. And now let's take a look. Leah, are you here? I don't know if you are. Leah, if you're here, will you say something in the chat? You had a talent you were going to show off, but you may not have made it in. Leah, how? Okay. That's fine. If not, then I think we're going to take a second now and visit Melissa's Craft Corner. Now, if you've never watched the show before, Melissa is one of our absolute regulars. She comes every week. She's a kindergarten teacher in Brooklyn, and she is one of the craftiest people around. She makes all sorts of handmade puppets, has a worm bin. We're going to hear every time we check in with her, we just see a little bit of what she's been working on. And I think there's some pretty impressive accomplishments this week. So Melissa, come on down. You're already here. Here we go. Hi, Melissa.
Good to see everyone. Well, I'm just gonna do a little wrap up of my box person. We've met box person before, right?
Yes.
You've seen some hairdos.
We see some of the incredible hairdos that box person could sport.
Yeah.
Each week a new hairdo. Waffles.
But wait, I'm gonna show you the new hairdo. Okay, but those are some old ones. That's a little Trumpian. We've seen that before. We've seen that. But
Okay, yes.
this week's I might have to move back because this is
Oh, wow, a big pizza pompadour.
yeah. It's vegan pizza. It's not that good, but whatever. I'm gonna eat it. I don't
Okay,
have-
great.
Yeah.
And what would you say that is like? What's that hairstyle for? Is that like a going out hairstyle? Is that a staying in? Is that a professional hairstyle?
Yeah, we're talking like this is definitely like I'm staying in all the time, but this is more like your friend calls you for like some Zoom Saturday night dance party and
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like you're not into it anymore. You were into it like a month and a half ago, but now, you're still showing up looking good,
I love that. And you said you actually have the worm bin that you can show us.
Have it. Let's just get you off the tripod and we'll move on into the worm bit. Oh wait,
Wow, I did not realize you were on a tripod. That is.
yeah, I'm
makes sense.
fancy
I
with
like
my remote teaching and stuff. With my lessons for the kids. Okay, so wait, first of all, also, can we see these
it.
leggings?
Oh yes, very impressive tights.
Yeah, I know, they're really good. They're flamingos. Okay, so then that's really, I've worn them all week. That's been another accomplishment of mine, just wearing leggings. So here's a worm bin. Okay, you got a lot of newspaper shredded up, and then you feed it food. Sometimes you forget, but they'll eat the newspaper, so it doesn't matter.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Now, do worms prefer newspaper with a certain political slant, or are they more of like an impartial, unbiased news?
good question. My worms are a little bougie. They like the New York Times.
Great,
That's
love that.
my worms.
I identify with those worms.
Yeah, but the deal is just they can only really have the black and white pages because the
Ah.
dye and the color pages will ruin you. And you want to know something? The New York Times will always have black and white pages because of their printing press going to like different cities and stuff like that. So
Okay.
here's a worm.
There we go. That's a healthy little worm there.
Yeah, little guy. Yeah.
Amazing. Melissa, thank you so much. What an educational and incredible little moment there. We'll see you next week, I'm sure.
Yeah, next week I can maybe just go into some worm facts. I got a lot of them.
You know what? Next week, let's just dive right into worm facts next week. Have a great rest of the show. All right, let's pop in now. Okay, now we're going to do another round of the show, a competitive round. So we have movies without moving with Caitlin Durante. So Caitlin, I'm going to bring you back. And here's how this round works. You have selected, you're a known movie buff, a screenwriter. You teach a screenwriting course. You host an incredible podcast where you analyze movies. And as a result, you have picked 3 films that are about people being trapped, a feeling that many of us can relate to these days.
Mhm.
So we're gonna have an audience member who's going to try and understand what is going on, which movie you're talking about where it's trapped. And they're gonna get the tagline and then they'll guess 3 possible movies, 3 possible points. And then we'll go to the final round where you and your audience member and Mike and his audience member will compete for the grand prize. Does that sound okay?
Excellent.
All right, let's do it. So I saw someone had raised their hand before. I believe it was David. So let's see. David, are you willing to come in and play around?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, let's bring you in. Here we go. David Abrams, come on down. You're already here. Here he comes. Hi, David.
Hello.
Hi. Thanks again for being here. Okay, so you heard the rules. You understand how it's going to work. We're going to give you a tagline. You guess what movie it is. It's a movie, all movies where people are trapped in some way. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, Caitlin, I'm going to let you take it over from here. First tagline is,
In space, no one can hear you scream.
okay,
So
so
I'm supposed to say the name of the movie now?
yeah, what movie do you think that was?
Alien.
Correct.
Yay!
All right, so far 1 point, 1 out of 1.
All right, next one is an adventure 65 million years in the making.
Jurassic Park.
Caitlin?
Hooray!
Yes, all right. Wow, David, you are not, I was thinking that we would maybe have 2 kind of easier ones because who knew if the person would get it or not, but you have just, you're slicing through these like butter.
I also think that those are 2 of the most famous movie taglines ever. So
Certainly
Yeah.
true.
I do,
Certainly true. But Caitlin, both of those are kind of obvious trapped movies, right? Wouldn't you say?
Mhm.
And can you want to care to expand on any of these? I know in particular you are a big fan of Jurassic Park.
Yes, that's
You're
true.
one of the only comedians I know who has Jurassic Park themed headshots. In fact,
Wait, do I?
don't you have? I thought that you had a Titanic themed headshot and a Jurassic Park themed headshot.
Oh no, I have a Titanic one and a Paddington one.
Paddington, yes, a different, similar outfit, but different, very different plot.
But I will
Paddington and Jurassic
happily.
Park is a horrible crossover. I would never want to see that.
What if Jurassic Park, but all the dinosaurs were just sweet little English bears?
They were just kind bears who wanted to reform the prison system.
Yes.
Okay, so next one though, this one might be a little harder. Who knows? David, it seems like you are a pro at this. So let's find out.
Act like you own the place.
I feel like it's that Frank Whaley, Jennifer Connelly movie where they were trapped inside the department store, but I don't remember what it was called.
Ooh, that is not correct. Wait, Chris, can I give a little hint?
I actually have a secondary tagline that could work as a hint, but if you'd
Okay.
like to give one too, that could also work.
You give that one, and then we'll see. We'll go from there.
Oh,
So-
Parasite.
Bingo. Okay, maybe too much of a hint. You never know. For all you know, the most talked about movie in Korea could have been like Jurassic Park 3D. They love it, but nope. This was the most talked about movie. Was Parasite. Caitlin, why do you think of that as a trapped film?
Well, there is I'll do my best not to spoil anything, but there is a particular character who is literally physically trapped in a certain location for part of the story. But then I was thinking in a more abstract sense, or more like, I guess just the idea of characters being trapped in poverty. What? That's messed up. And we need to, not let that happen. So
David was so on board. He was your twist of they were trapped in poverty. David was like, yes, I'm with you. We are starting the revolution from this basement. Okay, so let's actually move then into our final round. You two are going to stick around for this because you're both going to be playing with another perfect score. But first, I want to just say, come on down on demand. If you're having fun, you want to have a custom version of this show. We've done a bunch, really surprising amount of these for birthday parties and for companies. So it's been really fun. And you have my email from the email confirmation. So feel free to reach out if you want to do one of these. We can definitely do one for you. Okay, and now the final challenge, technical difficulties. So everyone who has watched the show knows we do this final round every time. what will happen is, David, I'm going to mute you and I'm going to give you a category. Then you are going to have 1 minute to get Caitlin to say as many items in that category as possible. Historically, the strategy has been to get them to understand the category. However, if you don't get them to get the category and they just start saying things in the category that are items in it, it will still count. So for example, if it was frozen foods and Caitlin never says frozen foods, but she says frozen pizza, burrito, you get points for those. So a lot of times people hold up examples. You can do anything. You can even write. You just can't speak because you'll be on mute. Make sense? Any questions? Okay, great. So Caitlin, turn around so you can't see what the category is. The first category is going to be, oh, wow, there we go. Wrestling's back. But let's now see. The first category is, understand? Okay, so don't start yet, but you understand what you're doing, right?
Yes.
Okay. And now, Caitlin, you can turn back around. And David, I'm going to mute you in 3, 2, 1, go. You have 1 minute.
Okay, so I'm just listing things. Oh, you're acting them out. Okay, I understand. Jumping jacks, exercise, fitness.
Now you say as many things as you can that fit that category.
Lifting weights, playing soccer, bicycling, swimming, resistance bands, jogging, walking, speed walking, running in place, running,
30 seconds.
Push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, crunches, chin-ups, squats, other
10 seconds.
touching your toes, stretching, yoga, Zumba,
5,
diving,
4,
swimming,
3, 2,
doing
1.
a lift.
0. All right. Impressive. Very impressive work. Also, David, what a healthy person. You had so many exercise tools right near you. And you actually, I think you got some serious cardio during that round. You got, by my count, you got 23. That's very good. Let's see if it's enough to win. Also, even if you don't win, the exercise that David got is going to, that's going to take you through the weekend.
Worth it.
Great work. All right. We will see in a second if that is good enough for you to be the grand prize winner. And let's bring back Sarah and Mike. Okay.
I'm back.
Hello. Hi. Hi, Sarah. Oh, Sarah, you've moved indoors?
Right, yeah.
Is this
I'm
because you
highly
want to impress us with
competitive,
a better background?
Well, I wanted to have better access to, whatever the category might be.
Yes,
Oh.
I'm both impressed and it makes sense.
Also, I just want to add, I put this in the chat, but it was pretty fun that Caitlin was looking for things that fit that category.
Yes, I love that. Okay, Mike, turn around. You're not going to see this one. And here is your category. Your category is, understand?
Yep.
Okay, great. So we are going to now, Mike, you can turn back around. Sarah, I'm going to put you on mute. And you will start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Going away, not being there, coming back with something, hopefully. Food, it's a food thing. It's a game, it's a board game. Hold on, I can't see. Is it ice? Is it frozen foods? Is it frozen vegetables? You're going away again. We're in real trouble here.
40 seconds.
Oh boy. Soda, drinks, seltzer, bubbles, things with bubbles, cans, things that are metal.
30 seconds.
Oh boy. You're cold, things that are cold. Is that right? Polar bears, penguins.
You're getting points.
Oh, great. Snowballs, icicles, and freezers, and cold heart.
5,
Oh
4,
boy, this is
3,
everything that Caitlin said, but cold.
1. Oh, wow. Okay, let's go to the judges to find out if everything that Caitlin said counts as 1. And it unfortunately does count as 1, not as all of them.
Oh boy.
By my count, you still got 12. That was impressive. You did get the category. And also, we got to see a number of cold things. Sarah, what you want to break it down for us? You seem like you had something to say post game.
No, I mean, we're all winners here, maybe.
Yeah,
Says the
exactly.
loser.
I couldn't agree more. That I fully endorse that. You're a winner. Mike, you're a winner. Now, did you win the prize? No. But you know what? We're all winners because we just logged into Zoom and it's yet another day.
And if I may, I think we're all winners of something. We're all winners at being ourselves, which is, who cares if that's what you say when you didn't win a specific thing? That's what I believe all the time. And quick question.
That just seemed like a funny time to mute Mike.
Oh,
but-
that's funny. But it says penguins mostly live in hot places. That can't be because we kidnapped them, because we
No,
took them
that
out
seems
of.
very wrong.
But can I one final thing, and then
Please,
you can
yeah.
mute me again. I just learned from my mom today that her father he didn't talk a lot. He didn't like talking a lot. He didn't like talking on the phone. And he said the best way of getting off the phone with someone was to hang up on them in the middle of your own sentence.
That is actually okay. I will thank you so much for playing, Mike. Thank you, Sarah. Let's now go back to our prize winners. Everyone we have agreed is a winner, but David, you and Caitlin, you won the game, so you now get a prize. And here, let's see, hold on, it looks like we
Well done,
Yeah.
David, by the
Yeah.
way. The
great
movie
work, David. So
tagline,
now your prize
the
is
exercise.
an autographed sheet of toilet paper. Now, it's not a full roll, it's just one sheet. However, in the world of this show, it originally just started as an autographed sheet of toilet paper, but it has now evolved so that it has to be autographed by me, but it does not have to be autographed as me. So we've gotten, many people have had, so far I've given out Hugh Jackman's signature. I gave out God's signature. So it can be signed by whatever, it can be signed as me, but it could also be signed with whatever name you want. So do you have a pick for what celebrity signature you'd like on your grand prize?
Yeah, it's got to be Steven Weber.
Oh, Steven Weber. Okay, great. Love that. It's got to be Steven Weber. Now, just because I'm not 100% familiar, is that a V or a PH?
I think only you can decide.
Okay, well, in that case, I will decide. And it is hard to write on toilet paper is what I discovered. So I'm going to choose V because that's one fewer letter. Congratulations to you. Congratulations, Caitlin. Thanks so much for playing. Thanks everyone for watching. And hold on one second while we go to the final screen. We will be back every Saturday. Thanks for watching. If you want to tip the performers, you can send money on Venmo to me at CI Duffy, and I'll split it between the comedian guests. It's obviously kind of a challenging time for comedians with not a lot of clubs or shows open. So if you want to do that, much appreciated. Of course, though, either way, we're just so glad that you were here watching. Thank you to everyone watching on YouTube. Thank you to everyone here in the Zoom. Have a great rest of the weekend. Have a great night, and stay safe, everyone. Thanks for being here.